Hey everyone, welcome to another Ray's Way of Doing Things in Elune. So last week I was testing a whole bunch of things for air battle and see if I was able to climb up to at least the top 50 with more free-to-play units and more common legendaries that you're able to get. And I'm doing this for the newer players that are able to just watch my videos and been watching them and able to catch up in air battle now. Now let's just see what the last season I got. So season 4 was the last season and I got total rank of 29. That was pretty good for me because I was not even playing actively. I didn't play for like 3 or 4 days, like actively, pushing. And I got 4,089 honor points. And my defense rate was 41%, and that's pretty good. My win rate's alright. It doesn't matter for me win rate wise because all you have to do is just keep pushing, keep trying to win, and that's okay. So let's go talk about what teams you want to actually strive for and what Elunes to look for. As you can see, this is my team I mainly use in most of my attacks, mainly because you face Fahrenheits at the higher rank and you face Nikas. Nikas are terrible. She has 100% immunity, all debuffs, and she's able to reflect them. Like, she needs to be nerfed big time. At least make it 25% so you could, pair it with full moon set that's going to add an additional 50%. Just making her straight out immune and able to reflect 100% is just too strong, especially at higher levels. It's just a pain to actually deal with her. So let's go talk about who we would use to actually counter that. So we would put Leskar in front, so he is able to counter Nika. And usually the higher tier Nikas are going to be faster speed, and you want to be able to resist that buff. So just in general, you want to have Leskar once you get him from fusion or summons, you want to keep him. And if you don't get him 5 or 6 star summons or fusion, you want to evolve your 4-star. That way you're able to have this friend of nature who is able to resist by 20% for each enemy alive. And character receives 1 soul each time a status effect is resisted. Now, this pairs really well with Full Moon Set, who is also able to reflect back a debuff to the caster, as well as the ring, able to give you additional soul upon resisting a debuff. This just makes him all around a soul grabber and able to keep you able to do skills. So let's not go into Gold Shop. Let's go into his skills real quick. So you want to bring him for his Liberation, which is his ultimate. And what it does is heals AoE and also remove all debuffs. So this is really great against the Nika teams, the Fahrenheit teams, and you're able to cleanse that taunt, cleanse that stun, and heal your allies as well. Now let's talk about what kind of gear you want as far as stats. So as you can see, I think each of my items have speed, and this is the big part because speed is important. You want him to be the fastest you can so he could be first before anyone else and able to actually cleanse that debuffs. As you can see, I don't have the best speed gear, but I got a speed ring, so that's good enough for me. And let's just say, 136 speed. So he's going to be the fastest of my team so far because of this as well. Eris. You want to keep Eris when you get her because of her skill 1 passive, Light Breeze. When she is alive, increased speed of all allies by 10 and grants immunity to attack speed down effects. So this is big because as you saw my Leskar having 136 speed, now he has 146. There's only a handful of units that will actually be faster than you without Eris. Now it's just be a Eris versus Eris speed battle. And if you really want to, you could change up your whole entire gear, get faster speed and such like that. But what's really great about Eris is her Raging Storm, which is her special. And she's able to take 3 turns in a row. Ultimately, it's 4 turns when her turn starts. And what this means is that you only have 50 turns in air battle, and the highest HP of that team wins. So if you have Eris, and if you want to stall it out or turn, you want to just keep using her Raging Storm, so she's able to actually burn through those turns, and you will win. I've won many things like that in case if I haven't been able to defeat them. I just win because I have higher HP. And who else do you want to bring? McCarthy. McCarthy is a rare legendary that is able to get through summons a lot more easier than most. And it just depends if you have him or not. By this time, I feel like a lot of newer people will have him. And I feel he's a great example of who to use. So you want to get him to 6-star because of Resolve of the Deceased. So after he receives a killing blow, he will revive with 1 HP and be immune to all damage and status effects for 2 turns, and that are taken consecutively before finally dying. Reduces soul consumption of all skills by 2, and that is big because his skill is able to AoE twice, so you're able to stun with a physical. It's amazing. So he also kills turn timers as well, and he also provides that undying skills in case he dies, and able to do that last damage. So he's really great. And for my last and main DPSer that is able to take out backliners really easily is Chloe. And she is just amazing in general. She's able to ult and paralyze and just do tons of damage. She's able to copy spells as well, and she's able to increase crit rate after using a skill. So even if she doesn't have the paralyze, she's still able to do a lot of damage, especially because of her her level 6 passive, which is able to increase bomb drop and shockwave by 30%. So what you want to run with her is Spirit Set, so she's able to actually attack more than once. You want her to be able to get as many chances to do more damage. And let's just see what speed I have. Okay, I have her in 134 speed because I want her after Leskar, which is 136 speed. And how I have my McCarthy is 133 speed. So you'll see why I have him that way. And I have him in half set of Soul Corrupt because of that second turn of Undying, and he's able to gain that soul. So he's really able to just keep it up. So in Weiwei's there just for the mana regeneration, or the soul regeneration, and able to give really great heals. So let's just give an example who is great to go against. Alright, so we got a Fahrenheit team that is actually pretty high. And we're facing against Arena as well. So let's just go right into it and show you an example of how this team could actually prevail. And as you can see, my Leskar is going to go first. And everybody's taunted, except for Eris. So you just AoE cleanse, and taunt is gone. And their Weiwei is actually really fast. And I'm so thankful that they're using an attack buff right now instead of heals. Alright, so for some reason they were actually able to go first when my Chloe is supposed to be faster. Bugs, right? Alright, so let's just go right into it and actually take out Weiwei. With 3 mana, you're able to do a lot of damage to Chloe. And this is the reason why I want to have Chloe after Leskar. As you can see, after Chloe, my McCarthy goes and he has 2 mana. And what this means is that when Weiwei is going to go next, because her speed is slower than McCarthy's, but faster than Eris, is that she is able to heal. Because you want a sustain team. You want all the resistances just in case you actually do get hit later on. As you can see, I took out their Wei first, so they have no way to actually gain any mana. Yeah, the AI is pretty wonky as well, based off of how you're going to do it. Sometimes they go after people that you don't expect. So I'm just going to ult, and then I'm going to take out their Chloe, because their Chloe is the problem right now. Because that's a lot of damage, and their Chloe is able to paralyze, and they still have no damage, or no soul to actually even do anything. Alright, Lescar's turn. And let's see if we could actually... Actually, no, we're just going to auto-attack. Because right now it's going to be... swap to him. Nope, still doesn't give me the soul. Okay, so Corrupt Soul's somewhat broken right now. It was supposed to give me one soul right there, and sadly it did not. As you can see, the turns, they're going up every single time she is attacking. So that's what makes her extremely important to have. Wow, I'm surprised that Reina was able to get that effect on me. Alright, we're gonna swap to Eris, so we could actually take out this Fahrenheit, hopefully. He's just really tanky, guys. Oof. Alright, luckily we're able to. Alright, so let's give out an ultimate again, so that we could, just in case McCarthy dies, he's able to have that ultimate from Wei and do tons of damage. But it looks like it doesn't matter, because Eris gets to go. So Eris is going to finish off right now. Oof. 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 Ah, that's a lot of damage. Alright, so that's just one example of how this team goes. Because facing Fahrenheit is extremely rough, and it's insane of how much damage they actually do. Alright, so let's do another example of, instead of using Lescar, let's actually bring someone in that will actually... Who are you used to? Stella. Stella is a great unit because she's able to go first, regardless what her counterparts are. So let's just put her in a soul ring, full moon ring, so we're able to actually get that effect. And let's just give her some boots as well, so we still have that corrupt on her. And what she's going to do is do the same thing as Lescar, go first, and give Chloe the chance to burn that mana, so she's able to give McCarthy the turn, so he's able to give Wei 4 mana. That's the main importance. You want to have your skill, your speed team to actually go against them like that. All right, so I would use this team if they don't have like a Fahrenheit, because you're still able to do a lot of damage because that look at that buff right here, increased by almost 30,000 absorbs, and also because she is able to increase the attack by 20%. Now that is big. Turn 1, able to increase 20% attack. You're not going to get any better than that. Let's see how much damage you could do. Hey, 48k. That's a lot of damage. All right, we're just gonna AoE heal. Now we have shield and resistances by a ton. All right, so she's faster than Eris, so that kind of screwed things up a bit, but that's okay because it doesn't matter. So. I believe everyone should have Eris at this point in time, mainly because of how she was able to be gotten in the very early game, and basically it showed you an example of who to get and how to get them and stuff like that. And they gave you an example of how to fuse. So let's just go right into here and paralyze their, and let's just hopefully survive. All right, cool. All right, so that was an example of what else you can use besides Leskar. So if they don't have Fahrenheit, which most teams will, you can put in Leskar and you'll be fine. All right, now let's go into this team. This team is extremely hard for me because they have really great Balder, and their Balder pretty much one-shot my whole entire team when I actually went against it. And I couldn't do anything because of their speed. So let's just bring in, instead of McCarthy, let's bring in Leskar. And hopefully we could actually survive enough to be able to use Leskar's ult and AoE heal. And this is like different from the other time where we were able to cleanse out his taunt, but it's okay. All right, we're able to resist everyone besides Chloe. So it actually makes me want to not. Yeah, let me just do this. I think I have enough damage. Let's see. Oof, barely. Alright, now we could AoE paralyze them. Nope. That's what I mean by they have a really strong team. But this combination didn't work because of what's it called? Eris being slower, being slower than Weiwei, so I couldn't even shield at all. But it's okay. Let's just go into here, get that extra damage out. And as you can see, Eris is in a full corrupt set, allowing me to do the most damage possible. Alright, we're just gonna take out their Balder because he gave me problems before. And they're just going to AoE heal because we are wanting to prevent as much damage as possible. Alright, cool. They don't have enough mana yet. Alright, we're just going to finish off their Fahrenheit before he ultimates. And then we're going to finish off their McCarthy. Because it's fine because we have Weiwei's ultimate, and Weiwei's ultimate's able to AoE heal us. The one that didn't get the heal was Chloe, because she sadly, or not Chloe, Eris, because she sadly took off the buff because she did multiple hits. And yeah, that's pretty much the basis of who you could use. But let's just go over a few more units that I've tested that are actually pretty fun. So for example, instead of Leskar, you could put in Lisa, and what her abilities are is able to support fire, and after your allies that consume soul, this buff will basically use her normal attack and AoE. So she's going to be right after Stella, and then Chloe's going to go. So let's see if we can find a team that actually utilizes this, because alright, cool, we do. So let's just go against this team real quick. I'm just curious to see how well this will do, because I think it'll be pretty funny. So we're going to AoE shield with Stella. Rare unit, guys. Oh, speaking of another rare, I'll show you another person after this. Awesome. Now we're going to take out their Weiwei. And as you can see, she was able to attack just from Chloe being able to use her skill. Alright, we're gonna do it again. Oh, wow. So it runs out once they're attacked, but that's okay. And then we're gonna AoE heal. And sadly, it gave me the wrong buff, but it's okay. We're just going to swap over, and we're going to paralyze their Balder. And we're gonna keep focusing. Oh, nope. She uses her stun. Okay. That was pretty big. I could have just AoE'd. Hey, look at that. She gets an AoE. Alright. Awesome. So she's another fun unit they could actually use. I just took out their whole entire team. Not even trying. So instead of her, you could use Sally. She's another rare unit that is able to pair really well. And let's just put her in with this team we have. And you could win with rare unit, guys. Don't be shy about using them. And we have her in a mixed set, mainly just 3-piece soul with a lot of speed. Because her base speed is one of the highest in the game. And as you can see, she's 148 by herself. She's going to be 158 with Iris's passive, but it doesn't matter because Stella goes first. And you'll see why you want to bring Sally for some cases, because she just does that much CC. But at the moment, we are just going to... actually, yeah, let's just let it happen. So we're just going to paralyze. It's a 1-turn paralyze, but oh my Jesus, it is amazing. And we're going to take out their Wei. And we're just going to auto attack. Hopefully it doesn't kill him. Alright, kills him. Because I was trying to not die for right now. Hey, look at that. I get a bug where it's supposed to give me 2 soul, and it does not. Alright, so that's unfortunate. Krupp set sometimes messes up like that. And let's take out their team. Take out their main guys first. Alright, I think we have enough damage. There we go. So that was a little risky, and sadly the Krupp bugged on me when it was supposed to be Weiwei's turn. It's supposed to be at 4. But yeah, I hope you guys liked my in-depth strategy to be able to go against higher teams. And I would do more, but I'm out of Valor. So feel free to like, subscribe, and please share it with the newer players. This is all for the newer players to catch up. As you can see, I was using rare units and units I just got by fusion. So please share. All right, I'm out. Peace.